The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Need a second opinion on your insurance coverage? United Prairie Insurance can review your auto, life, health, RV, home, renters, and commercial insurance, helping you find policies to best meet your budget. Call 507-427-1190 or stop in our offices in Mountain Lake or Windham today.
I'm joined right now by Mountain Lake senior Kody Wassman, our athlete of the week this week. Congratulations, Kody.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Saturday's meet in Mounds View, and very different set of circumstances for this meet. It is a larger meet with a lot of Class AAA teams. You guys are definitely the smallest school in the field. What was the mindset going into Saturday, and what were you guys hoping to prove?
So competing against the best teams like AA, AAA schools, those big schools, it makes us much better as a team. Just having more competition. I mean, I think Redwood was the only team that we've ever seen before out of that entire group. So that just elevates all of our running capabilities. I was able to get a PR at 16:16. So just kind of that competition just causes us to be better.
For a meet like this, running against bigger schools and runners that you're not overly familiar with, it really puts an emphasis on each individual for your team running their own race. And for you this year, that has been progressively at a quicker and quicker pace. What's gone into that for you this season?
So part of it, of course, is going to be Coach. He's helped me so much throughout the years. I've learned a ton from him. But also, it's kind of that senior year, time to go if you're going to go. And I'm pushing. My goal is to try and get underneath 16 minutes this year for a 5K. And I'm really trying hard to get that. And I want to slowly work my way down to get there. And that's just going to be competing really hard at every single meet that we have.
This season too is an interesting situation for team wise. You've got a newcomer coming into a pretty established team, and that having you, Zach, and Ty at the top of the order, and Ethan in the top of the order has really made you guys a viable threat in Section 2.
Yeah, we want to come in. We're trying to push our way, make it to state, and then try to compete really well there. Ty has helped us a ton. I mean, he's a great guy, great runner, and just, yeah.
How valuable was the experience of competing at the state track meet and winning the 4x4 relay at the state track meet last spring? How has that pushed you forward into this fall?
It's a really big confidence booster to come in and say I can compete at a super high level, and just that belief for the entire team. I mean, you look, Zach, Ethan are both, or Ethan was an alternate, but he's returning from that team too. So, I mean, 3 of us all went to the state meet, competed at a high level, and that just boosts our confidence. It allows us to have more faith and trust in ourselves and our teammates, and it just brings us closer together as a group.
And this year in cross country, I know Coach Blumgren really puts an emphasis on a good pack run, and so far you look at the results for you guys, and it's kind of been a case where your team has kind of been separated into a couple of smaller packs, but ultimately the goal is to get those packs that are further towards the back closer to the front. And you've got a month to do it. What's it going to take to get everyone up to speed in time for the section meet?
Yeah, so we've been working a lot with just practice. You're working on the pace, you're working on trying to work down your pace to get a faster time. And it's just really us coming together as a team. Like the last meet or whatever, Landon and Preston, they both ran together. They dropped their time. They both PR'd. I think they both ran around as 1930, 1940. So that was really good to see. And we want to keep them from dropping. But then it's also like comes down to like Zach and Ty running together. They've really pushed each other in practice. They push each other during the meets, and that's been really beneficial for them. And then Ethan Schrader's been kind of somewhere in between, but he's going to keep on working his way down. And really, it's just us working together to keep those times and push them down.
This year, though, too, you guys get shipped east for the section meet into section 2, which on the one hand, it's unfamiliar territory for you guys. On the other hand, if you look at just the number of teams that are stacked up in section 3, it actually might be a blessing in disguise that you got moved over to section 2.
Yeah. I mean, Laverne, Redwood, Wyndham, all those teams they're all very good, and it's a less competitive section, which gives us a better shot at state. And we did run the course already though this year at Norwood, so that will hopefully be a building experience. Just trying to make that state push.
Not to take anything away from anybody in section 2, obviously you look at the teams at the top of section 2, and they're going to be really competitive as well, but it might not be as deep team wise.
Yeah. Mankato Loyal is a very good team at the top, and then there's a lot of really good individual runners. You look at like Levi Meast and Josiah Damaris, Ryan Pearson. Those guys, they're all very good runners, and I've seen them a few times, and that's been good as they push me.
Mm-hmm. But individually for you, you've been at the state meet before, but getting there as a team would be a completely different experience. And I imagine that as a senior, that's the way that you want to go out this season.
Absolutely. Definitely. It's always been a lot about the team for me. It was good to go as an individual, but it means so much more to go as a team, because then you're with the rest of your guys. You can push towards like that top 5, top 3, maybe even win as a team, and that would just be such a great experience to be with just all my teammates.
What's Saturday's race going to be like for you?
It'll be, I've run a lot at Lost Park over the years, so it'll be good that way. I get to race against Josiah, which is the guy I'll see for sections, and that'll be good. Him and I have talked quite a bit or whatever, and he's a really nice guy and a really nice runner. So that'll be interesting there, and just with some of the teams, and we'll, kind of see where we're at. Outside of cross country, it would be when I was playing basketball with my brother my sophomore year. He was a senior. We advanced all the way to section championships in basketball. That was really fun, just being able to play with my brother. I really like What Are We Waiting For by For King and Country, and I am a big fan of Colton Dixon. In cross country, it's hard not to say like Laverne or Redwood, just because they have so many guys that are up there. They're a little bit bigger school, and we see both of those teams pretty often. But really, they make us better as a team. So, yeah. I hope they would say a little bit of a leader, but yeah, I don't know. Probably good friend, hopefully companion, just one of the guys. I really enjoy spending time with my family. Like playing board games is something I really enjoy. I also like archery.
And of course, you're a senior this year. Have you started to look at the future a little bit?
Yeah, so looking at a few colleges. I want to go to college. I'm interested in accounting. I don't know quite which college I want to go to yet, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a big race Saturday up in Mounds View. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Need a second opinion on your insurance coverage? United Prairie Insurance can review your auto, life, health, RV, home, renters, and commercial insurance, helping you find policies to best meet your budget. Call 507-427-1190 or stop in our offices in Mountain Lake or Windham today.